Hey, if you've ever sat down to watch a movie or play a game and felt like the sound just wasn't there the way it should be, you already know there's a difference between fine and immersive. Nakamichi Shockwafe Wireless 11.2.6. This is for the kind of person who feels audio, someone who notices when action scenes lack impact, when music feels thin, when dialogue gets lost under effects. You've lived with setups that are loud but not alive, and you already sense there's something deeper you're missing. Before anything else, check the current price and availability. High-end soundbar systems with real sub-power and high channels don't stay at stable pricing, and hesitation often means paying more later. You knew it was time to upgrade the moment your old system left you wishing for presence instead of just volume. That little thought, this should feel bigger, deeper, more emotional, wasn't frustration. It was clarity. You've outgrown audio that just gets by. The first time you power this up, everything changes. Sound doesn't just come at you from the front, it surrounds you from all around and above. Explosions aren't just loud, they hit. Music isn't just heard, it moves through the room. Dialogue doesn't float in isolation, it lives in the sound field with weight and clarity. That emotional relief, hearing what you've been waiting for, hits differently than you expected. In real-life use, this shows up everywhere. Movies feel cinematic instead of boxed in. Games feel alive because high cues and surrounds actually form a space instead of being an afterthought. Music feels layered instead of flat. Quiet moments suddenly have texture instead of fading into nothing. This isn't louder, it's earned sound. You don't care about specs anymore, you feel performance. Once you notice how presence pulls you in, you recognize what complete audio actually sounds like every time you press play. If you're even a little curious, check the latest price now. Don't wait for stock swings or random jumps that turn hesitation into regret. Maybe you're thinking a soundbar can't truly replace a full speaker system. That doubt dissolves the minute you experience 6 discrete high channels and dual 10-inch subs that aren't just loud, they're controlled. Anything weaker starts to sound like an echo after you felt directional depth. Here's something most people don't expect: the bipolar surround speakers aren't just extras, they create genuine space behind you. It's not a gimmick. It's presence you can't unhear. Owning something like this changes how you feel in your space. You sit back instead of leaning forward. You invite people over because the audio finally matches the visuals. You stop apologizing for weak sound, you trust it. Movies, games, music, they all feel bigger and more intentional. Sound that feels dimensional and alive, explosions and effects with impact and space, dialogue that sits naturally in the mix, music that feels textured, not flat, presence that reshapes every scene. It's not the smallest system, it's built for authority and immersion. At a certain point, you stop cycling through weaker options and choose the setup you keep imagining in your room, the one you already feel is right before you even say it out loud. Don't let this be the upgrade you delay and quietly regret later. Check the current price and availability now and step into sound that finally feels complete.